Here we go.
As a kid, I really had a passion for this. I live pretty close to this east end of London, so I used to literally ride my bike out here on the Fridays before every air show. It was my favorite time of the year. I couldn't sleep. It was better than Christmas for me. I couldn't wait to get out here. It was some of the greatest days of my life. You know, as I got older, I got more and more involved in it. I mean, it inspired me to actually start a career with it. Even to this day, I can't believe that I actually have a job in the industry. I have to pinch myself and actually say, really, you're paying me to come to work every day? Every day is a great day. My name is Gary, spelled like Jerry Vanderhook, and I'm the Director of Commercial and Air Services at London Airport. I'm also the Director of Flight Operations at the air show. So I bring in all the aircraft, choreograph the show, do all that fun stuff. You know, there were some amazing air shows, and the bar's always been fairly high in London. It's always been a very big military air show.
Back in the 80s, the London Air Show was one of the top air shows in North America. They would have 200 static aircraft.
You know, we had some time in the late 90s where it kind of waned a little bit. Ownership had changed. It wasn't as big as it used to be. And being such a fan of the show, I put my hand up.
So I've been through a few different air shows, and Gary Vanderhook and I saw a need in London to bring back the air show. And over a lot of meetings and a lot of help from folks in the community, we founded the AirShow London back in 2016. Our goal is to be the largest military air show in North America. We would like to bring those crews, bring that interest to London. We've got a long-standing aviation history in London. People often don't realize how far back our history goes.
I think the realization of the role of the flight ops director of the air show, it starts 2-3 years in advance of any air shows.
There's quality air performance, quality ground display, so many elements that need to be incorporated. So it's a big logistical event.
So we look at what we say is coming 6 months out. It changes almost 50% within the last 90 days. It's extremely dynamic.
Hosting a B-52 for the first time in many years too. That's another exciting one for us.
That's one of the things I like about air shows too, is that there's a huge variety from helicopters to this year we've got world-class parachutists in the Golden Knights. We've got the Snowbirds, we've got the Red Arrows, we've got the F-18 and an F-16.
I give a lot of credit to Gary Vanderhook, our air boss, Lau Holbrook. They have to continually rebuild the flying schedule right up until the actual day of shows.
There's so many moving parts with a show like this that in order to create that seamless experience where everyone truly doesn't realize what's going on behind the scenes, that's the balancing act.
Personally, from my own experience, I can say I drive air bosses crazy. I set my expectations extremely high on what I want to see out of our air show. And, you know, right up until even 2 days prior, you know, I'm changing the schedules.
I'm usually the first person on, along with my counterpart in Air Ops, Mark. And Mark and I will be the last people off, probably a week after the show.
All of the people at the air show work crazy long hours for that one weekend to pull off what we do.
The teams themselves, they need a whole bunch of specialized equipment.
These airplanes, being military, have all kinds of special equipment and gear that they need. They're not just like your commercial jets. So I'm working with the Canadian military to borrow equipment and make sure it gets here.
I'm Sergeant Andrew Hussey. I'm from 8 Wing Trenton. I work at 86 Airfield Systems and Utilities. As a team leader, I'm responsible for operation, maintenance, and repair of our aircraft arresting systems. During airshow proceedings, I'm responsible for leading an 8-man crew through the installation of our mobile aircraft arresting systems.
This year it's for the 2 fighter demonstrations, the F-16 and the CF-18. In certain emergencies, it's really important for them to get stopped fast. It's safer and better if they lower the hook and then get stopped really quickly. And the mobile arrestor gear is designed to do exactly that.
It's a portable braking system used to safely stop a tail-hooked aircraft. are often used on temporary airfields or locations where a permanent system may not be practical. The Mobile Aircraft Arresting System provides insurance that an aircraft can be safely stopped in emergency situations and reducing the risk of accidents. The purpose of the MOS is to save the lives of our pilots and minimize damage to a fighter aircraft and surrounding infrastructure.
Set up in London as an emergency only, so it's one of those things we hope we never have to use. If we did have to use it, we're glad that we have the RCAF guys here to man it.
Some of the fighter demos, you need to have one within 70 nautical miles. We have one in Trenton that's permanently there, but Trenton's a little bit more than 70 nautical miles, so we get the system installed here.
No is not an option. All of this equipment has to be here if we want to be able to have these assets here.
For this air show, we'll be completing a soil installation. At the predetermined setback distance, the MOS trailer will be lowered using the built-in hydraulic system and anchored using 10 trailer body stakes and a KM line from the rear consisting of 16 stakes. This installation will also be completed identically on the opposite side of the runway. Just off the runway edge, our mobile runway edge sheave will be lowered and secured.
And they'll spend 4 or 5 days setting this thing up.
The MOS consists of 2 identical braking systems installed on each side of the runway and a pendant, which is a steel 1¼ inch cable, which is deployed across the runway. Once all the anchor systems are installed and tested, a proof load is performed on the system. The proof load is a stress test performed using a front-end loader and large amounts of hydraulic braking pressure. Once the system is past proof testing, both hydraulic absorbers will receive a synchronization. The sync is performed to balance the hydraulic systems of both units to ensure the down center engagement for the aircraft. With the certified installation complete, our crew will be on standby for any in-flight emergency.
On arrival and departure days, it was like tailgating. It was like a sports event. It was like football. I like to come in and show the crowd what their aircraft looks like, and then get on static display for the weekend. It really is an adrenaline rush, but I'm a real people person and I really enjoy that relationship, and genuinely having a great friendship with a lot of these guys really makes it a lot of fun. What do we do different? Well, we certainly are different with the way we do it. We're about to give the KC-135, the AirShow London, arrival in style. What's unique to Canada? Hockey. So we decided one day, let's just try this, and I literally have crews. I've been talking to them on the phone for a full year and I've never met them. Seeing them come off the aircraft, rolling out the red carpet, welcome to London. Here are these cool cans that look like runway lights down the red carpet, and then we hold hockey sticks with Canada flags for them to walk under to make them feel special and to remember London, Ontario. It's the place to be. To get a peek into the world that these guys operate, and having the experience I've had over the years and be able to talk the language that they have, and they're talking to you and you're talking to them, it is one of the biggest adrenaline rushes I have.
How's the ride up? Smooth, pretty quick. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, we got here a lot faster than we thought. We had about 500 miles per hour ground.
Awesome. Well, you're here. It's going to be good.
Good to be back.
Another weekend.
B-52 inbound.
Here we go.
We also have the B-52 bomber, which not many Canadian air shows get to experience, and it's going to be on display for the crowd. Again, it's a huge bomber, flown since the 1950s. It's just an incredible airframe. The crews are always giving you lots of feedback too. Wow, this is really cool. We haven't been to a show like this.
This is a coveted show for air crews to come to. It's not just because of what they bring to the show, it's because of how they run the show.
Well, it's a lot of crews don't even get off the plane. They want to take pictures and send it back and go, can you believe this is happening? And I just hope everyone from the other airshow industry doesn't steal it now. This is my idea. No.
They've got, I think, a total of 10 F-16s, which is more than a lot of the squadrons in the US have individually.
I'm Captain Caleb Robert, call sign Tango. I'm the 2024 CF-18 Hornet demonstration pilot. We have one F-18 that's painted up in the wonderful centennial paint scheme, the livery, commemorating the 100th birthday of the Royal Canadian Air Force.
It's outstanding. We have received more compliments, more conversation on this paint job. Everything on the plane is related to the RCAF, past, present, and future.
We're gonna try and get that one flying on all the air show days that we have here, but just in case, we have a backup aircraft as well that's ready to rock in case anything happens.
And I think the most intoxicating part about the air show is that everyone loves to see it come to fruition.
We sell out every year.
Friday night is when you're still on your nerves from setup. It's how it's going to be introduced to the community through the weekend, and volunteers are at their hype, the crews are at their hype. You see patrons coming in for their first glimpse of the airplanes.
Anybody who's coming out to the air show has got to come out with the idea of just having a great time.
Twilight Show, I really try to get as much in your face, really exciting action. We started off with thunder. Then I like to kind of flow it together to get a bit of a mix.
Airshow is a great exercise in flexibility and constant adjustments. If it seems seamless, then we've had a good day.
Finish it with thunder.
To me, it's the coolest air show because you get to see the afterburners as dust sets. How he can wrench that thing in the corners. Every time he does that, I feel the G's.
Twilight Show was the highlight. We don't do many Twilight shows, so seeing the afterburners go was pretty cool.
What a spectacular end to the Friday night show.
I've been involved for quite a few years in air shows. You know, you really want to make sure that you give back to your community.
That's the neat thing about air show is we become a community within a community, and it really is about giving back. Primarily children's health, which is a soft spot for Gary Vanderhook and myself.
That had to be part of our mandate, was to help our local children's hospital. It's one of those areas, as a parent, you're happy it's there, but you really don't want to know why it's there. My personal story has to do with my daughter Caitlin, and you know, back in 2007, we're on a Disney trip, and my daughter wasn't feeling well. She was kind of tired and just evolved, and unfortunately she was diagnosed with leukemia. I didn't even know what it was. Kind of heard of it before, but was like, is that cancer? And we were like, you think it is.
It's one of those things when you see children with cancer, your life is never going to be the same. She was diagnosed in 2007 with AML, acute myeloid leukemia, which when we got to the hospital they said isn't the good kind of leukemia. She went through chemotherapy for a year and ended up getting into remission. Then the cancer came back, and our option was to have a bone marrow transplant.
You go from no procedures, no hospital in your entire life, and every one of those beads is a procedure she had to go through in 2 years. Whether a blood transfusion, whether chemotherapy, whether those are all procedures that our daughter went through.
We didn't think we'd have this many procedures.
First see, a string with one bead on it, and then you see the end. I mean, it's pretty overwhelming for sure.
Over and up, oh yeah.
She woke up after being asleep for 3 weeks in the hospital. She said, Mom, I have something I have to tell you. And I said, okay, let's hear it. And she said, hope awaits in your heart for another miracle to start. And so we always are looking for that miracle, and we didn't get our miracle with Katie. We really, thought we were. The bone marrow transplant was successful. The cancer was just, it was just a hard one to cure.
I don't know if you ever actually recover, you just learn to really deal with it. You know how to deal, as time moves on, there's days where you want to think about stuff, and there's days that you don't want to think about stuff, and you just really learn how to cope with that. After everything had happened and we were trying to move along, I said the hardest thing in the world is I don't want time to continue. I don't want to feel better. I don't even know if that makes sense, but nice that time does heal on and make it more bearable.
Katie was my best friend, and to not have her, what could I do to help her legacy, And so I decided, let's start this unique bear thing.
The inspiration for the Katie Bear was really Katie loved stuffed animals. Like that was her thing. And when we were in the hospital, she brought all her stuffies. So she was obsessed with stuffed animals, and she had a lot. For kids going through something scary, I mean, it's a toy, but it's also, an item of comfort.
Let's send these bears on airplanes and they'll journey the world. And the crews were so excited to go, yes, let's do this.
I have this one in my hand from previous air show, and we have 2 more in the plane. So our unit has 3 of them, and I'm looking forward to getting my 4th.
Katie's bear. Amazing pictures come out of these bears where these guys have been deployed, and they share that with the kids in the hospital. And we tried it, like what do we do if we do a donation and you get a bear, and it's been overwhelming.
Now, the show is giving away hundreds of thousands of dollars every year.
Being able to give back to those folks that give their heart and soul every day to our kids and to your kids and to anyone's kids that are unfortunate and have to be in that case, that's really important to me.
It's just something that is nice that we've been able to take something that she loved so much and have it be a symbol of something that's hope for children. I think it's a beautiful thing.
We're on site at SkyDrive today, day 2. It's going to be a great day.
Very impressed with the air show. A lot of people are here, a lot of aircraft are here.
Well, I think the thing that I'm most proud of it achieving is that we've got families coming back year after year, and they have put it in their calendar as a family day. So the production that we're putting on is something that has meaning, not just to kids that are going to be inspired by aviation, but to the whole family. And watching their jaws drop when some of these aircraft go ripping by.
It's a huge deal for London to get its air show back and maintain it, and not only maintain it, be the #1 rated air show in North America 3 years running.
AirShow London!
The military as a whole, I think, is a mystery to so many people. And so just having that opportunity to share that with the public is fantastic. This is literally a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for all of us. I love to share what my team does, what it takes for us to get somewhere, what it takes for the pilot to fly, what it means to be in the RCAF.
I really enjoy doing what we're doing right now, the autograph sessions, getting out into the crowd to meet all the ones that are cheering us on. The operation behind what we're doing is called Operation Inspiration.
It's amazing seeing all these planes and whatever you guys do, it's out of the world.
It takes a big dream and a good amount of hard work and a really good support structure. 4 years of university, and then maybe about 4 to 5 years of flight school after that. So it's a long road. You're talking about 9 or 10 years, but it's totally worth it, and eventually you might get to fly in an airship.
I am Captain Jean-Luc Volarski, call sign Picard. I'm the safety pilot.
He flies CF-18s as well, so his role is to watch the demonstration and be in constant communication with the pilot.
When Tango, the demo pilot, does the actual routine, I'll be on the ground at the show center on the radio, backing him up with any of the aerobatic maneuvers, keeping him safe. It's going to help with bouncing off ideas.
Not a whole lot of other 4th gen fighter jets can pull it off exactly the way we can, which is quite dramatic and spectacular to see.
Tango got an alert on the plane. He relayed it to Picard, who kind of tapped me on the shoulder while I was talking and let me know. The air boss will know, he's aware there's an issue. The details, maybe not.
What the nature of the mechanical issue was, I'm not aware of, but we operate in a business of need to know.
Dealing with the unknown always throws a wrench into any plan.
Most of that communication is between the pilot and the safety pilot, because obviously the first priority is the safety of the pilot.
Whenever a decision's being made by demo pilot, I can be there as a second set of eyes, second set of ears.
And the safety pilot's actually working checklists on the ground with the pilot, making sure that everything is being followed accordingly.
To confirm decisions that are being made and help bring up any concerns that we might have and have a discussion to always ensure we're making the right decisions.
Or if they have to land them, that's the focus.
Bring it back safely today. Sorry, I'm going to continue at Earth Gate. This is less of an Earth Gate here. But we'll be back up forward and give it another try, okay? Thanks very much for coming up, folks.
Landing is always a breath of fresh air, a sigh of relief kind of thing. I enjoy just coming back to the crew safely.
Fortunately, the CF-18 was able to land safely without needing the tailhook down, and it rolled over the Moz cable as expected. Then the Red Arrows were able to take the runway immediately, so the cable had to be removed quickly. The members of the Moz team were right on top of it and had the cable disengaged and cleared off the runway instantly, keeping the show running smoothly for the audience. As for the CF-18, we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Blue skies are a great backdrop for memories for kids for a lifetime.
No matter what happens, you're going to take away memories.
Every year we try and raise the bar a little higher and surprise them by what they're going to see in the air.
The E4B this year that we're having is something I've been working on for 4 straight years. Building that relationship really makes a difference in attaining some of the airplanes you really want to see. You know, it is that airplane in the event of a world crisis takes off and it can stay airborne for at least a week. That's as much as we know. I think it's longer.
It's only one of 4 aircraft in the entire world.
This aircraft is there to command a country from the air. Think about that, that's wild.
Seeing that E4B, I had goosebumps, it was unbelievable. Here we go.
It's exciting to think about what are we gonna do next? You know, every year we bring something new to the show, so what will be that next thing?
Our demo team is a little unique in that we are actually only a demo team for 4 months of the year. So all of us who belong to the team this year are operational personnel.
I'm the leader of all the maintenance crew. I make sure that every job has to be done on the jet is done before I release it for flight.
You have to have an incredible attention to detail because things can be very critical. You don't always get a second chance, especially when you're in the air.
We actually got a checklist for the whole aircraft and it takes around like maybe 30 to 45 minutes.
All the avionics system in the plane, like radar, navigation system, there's a lot of system.
Make sure it's safe for the pilots, safe for the crowd, safe for us on the ground.
We don't know if there's going to be future teams, so I count myself lucky.
We've just heard that the demo team decided to use the backup CF-18 for their final performance.
Although we're not flying our painted jet today, this will not change the dynamic and challenging demonstration that Tango will perform, so let's watch as he lights the afterburners and demonstrates the awesome power of the CF-18 when they take off dirty roll.
You still have lots of adrenaline.
Another special event for us today is our very last Canadian performance of the CF-18 demonstration Hornet.
You can plan as much as you want, but stuff still happens, right?
London, Captain Robert is experiencing a minor problem. He's currently troubleshooting the issue. Please stand by while we assess the situation.
That definitely got our attention, and we were then 100% focused on how we can support.
London, Captain Robert has been able to resolve the issue, and we'll be continuing with our performance.
me today. Would you please join me in a huge round of applause for all my maintainers, keeping the aircraft serviceable and fixing them when they need to be, and to all the volunteers at AirShow London who can't do things without them, like there for them. Hornet 100 signing off.
Wow, we did it. We know what we got to do to make it better tomorrow. Here we go.
Behind me is Captain Jean-Luc, call sign Picard, who's my safety pilot, and he also plays the role of my mentor, my mother sometimes when I need him to be, and cross-checks all my decisions. I really can't do my job without him. He keeps me safe on the ground. So to all these folks behind me, it means so much to me for you to meet them. Big round of applause for these guys who keep this running. Who saw the Twilight Show like the sparks made by our hook and everything? That was pretty cool, huh? Well, what we do is we took the horseshoe off of the hook that made all the sparks. We filed it down. The entire team signed it. And I might get a little emotional here, but on the back, it says for Katie.